It's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. So it's stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Tariq Woolen. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
At the 40. To throw it is Locke. Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
The Seahawks at 11-4 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Locke now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Now it's Wilson. Screenplay to McAllister. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They run with Deuce McAllister. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Locke going to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded at the 33. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing in setting up blocks and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 68 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Ready, set.
On first down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun. Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Locke. This pass complete to Melton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 27, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's able to find Melton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Locke. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Locke again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On the give, McAllister with it. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's McAllister. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up, and I think the ball's out. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Running right, here's Walker.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Block now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Locke to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke completes it right side to Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff to McAllister. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to hit the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Wilson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Throwing again here, Wilson. Touchdown Jets. Corey Davis, 31 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second year.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tariq Woolen picks it. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Lock to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lock. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing now is Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out